What's going on, fight fans? This is Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Rob Jarrell, and this is my preview to the World Boxing Super Series Cruiserweight finale featuring Oleksandr Usyk versus Murat Gassiev in a showdown between two guys who are pretty much undefeated and at the top of their game in the Cruiserweight division. Just to kind of start off, the World Boxing Super Series came off without a hitch. Everybody maintained their schedules. Everybody seemed to stay healthy. And most of the fights were really good. I mean, we got some knockouts. We got some lackluster finishes. So let's get it started. So you have Oleksandr Usyk, who's been moving pretty quickly through the ranks, and as he should, because he's an Olympic medalist. He's got an extensive amateur career, and he's coached, if I'm not mistaken, by Vasyl Lomachenko's father, who, of course, coached Vasyl Lomachenko. And we know that the Ukrainian boxing scene is one of the best in the world right now. And right now, he's 14-0 with 11 KOs. He last fought Marius Bradis, in which he ended up getting the majority decision. But I thought he handily won that fight. I mean, Bradis made a really good account of himself, but he really just didn't have the footwork or the firepower to stand up to Usyk. And we know he's beaten Marco Hunt. He's had a good win versus Michael Hunter, Tabisu Mishuno, Krzysztof Glowacki. So he's been mowing down, and it's mostly a European division, except for Mishuno and Michael Hunter. But they've been really going at it, and considering that he's beaten 1, 2, 3 undefeated fighters in Glowacki, Hunter, and Bradis, and this will be his 4th if he beats Murat Gassiev. And we have Murat Gassiev, who came on the scene, had an extensive amateur background. I think he's actually a medalist as well, but he's 26-0 with 19 knockouts. Now, he has beat Krzysztof Lolachik, Denis Lebedev, and those are his 2 biggest wins, besides Urnier Dorticos. And in that fight, I think he showed some vulnerabilities. He did get the TKO, if I'm not mistaken, in the 11th round. I'm sorry, the 12th round. Let me double check that. I think it was the 11th round. 11th to 12th round. It was late in the fight. But that was a fight that I had Dorticos really winning. Dorticos is around 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". They have Murat Gassiev listed at about 6'3.5", which means either Urnier Dorticos is about 6'5", and Usyk's about 6'5", and Murat Gassiev is 6'3", because their heights are all over the place. If you look at the weigh-ins, Usyk looks much taller than Murat Gassiev, but Murat Gassiev has been winning handily in his fights, except for the one versus Dorticos, and he's only 24 years old. Oleksandr Usyk is older. He is 31, so pro experience is on Gassiev's side, but I think the amateur background is on Usyk's side. I also think that the reach advantage, the athleticism, and the pedigree is on Usyk's side. What I did not like in Gassiev's fight versus Dorticos, and he was fighting a guy who had great length, great range, and great speed, was able to get off quite a few times. I mean, he was able to throw with bad intentions. He was able to punch through the guard, and Gassiev tends to have a high guard most of the fight. And he will at times wait for you to punch. He will counterpunch here and there and throw over the top of Dorticos' jab or his right hand, but against a southpaw like Usyk, that's going to be real difficult, because Usyk does not drop his hands. He does not move straight back. And if you're not firing back or punch between his punches, he's just going to start letting off. And he's a really good sharpshooter, really good body puncher. Gassiev's a good body puncher, but I think he waits for his turn in fights, and that's something that you definitely cannot do versus Usyk, because if you wait your turn, he's got the athleticism, the speed, and I want to say the endurance to keep up that work rate. And he can't allow himself to be pushed back. If I was Gassiev, he's got to find some way to push Usyk back and trap him. He's got to move with him. He just can't try to walk him down. Usyk's got fast feet. He knows how to move in and out and laterally. Against Bradis, he moved laterally very well. I think body punching is going to be a big factor for Gassiev in this fight. He can't really take a huge break. I'm not saying he has to be reckless and rush him, but I think he needs to apply pressure and he needs to step with Usyk as best as he can just to keep him from escaping, because that athleticism advantage is going to work against Gassiev. Gassiev is both these guys are hard punchers, but I think Gassiev is a much more solid puncher, especially to the body, but Usyk is a much more explosive puncher. So Gassiev has got to find some way to wear Usyk down. He can't chase him around the ring. He can't follow him, and he can't wait for him to get off, because if he's going to be getting off, it's going to be a long night. And Gassiev, I'm not going to say he's going to get knocked out, but they may throw in a towel if Usyk is just getting off. That's really all I got for you today. Usyk has shown to be the much more impressive fighter, but Gassiev has found ways to win, especially against pretty good competition. I just don't think his last 5 fights against on a pro ranks has been the same as Usyk. Tell us what you think. That's all I got for you. Hakeem is going to bring you the preview to the Jaime Munguia versus Liam Smith preview that's going to happen on, if I'm not mistaken, HBO. Yeah, that's going to be on HBO. That's all I got for you today. Tell us what you think. Put your comments in the comment section down below. Hit us up on Capital Combat, Facebook.com, Capital Combat and Instagram, Twitter, Google+. It doesn't matter. Hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and share with your friends to help us grow our channel so we can bring you as much content as we possibly can.
This is round 1 and you've already lost. They don't seem to see that everything we've done is coming and cost. My fists are on fire. I perform till I perspire.